Hey guys, Sky here with another video for you. Sorry it's been so long since I've done a video. Life has had some big changes for me, so things are going all right. So as good as expected, I guess, right now. So I closed down my original shop. This is where I'll be working now. They're setting me up a body shop here. This is actually Bert's Harley Davidson. It's a huge place. So glad to be here. This used to be a place where they stored bikes, but they're letting me work out of here. So it's about 3,000 square feet. So I'll be working for them instead of my own business. Jody used to do all the books and everything, and I just don't want to do it. So they hired me. So anyway, we're going to do this parts rack. I've had quite a few requests on how to do these, and I'll show you a few tips and everything. So this is what the rack I'm going to be using. I'm getting ready to make another one. As you can see over there, I don't know if you can see right there, I got about 10 to 15 racks. I used to have about 20 or more. I threw out the bad ones, the real old ones. So they build up with paint and they just aren't worth anything. So anyway, this is the rack I'm going to be using. I want to show you a difference on these. If you look down here, this is a better rack. See how that leg is welded on? This is actually a Craftsman. This is probably pretty old. So, but it's about the same as the newer ones, or a cheaper one, I should say. If you look down at the bottom, these bolt on. I'm sure they do this for packaging purposes. It makes it easier for them to just put in a small box. I would suggest, I haven't done it on this one, because I'm going to keep this as, you know, a roller rack to cut wood. So I would suggest tack welding this on the bottom. That's the last thing. I've had these before where this section right here comes loose and then your foot comes off and then whatever's on there is going to fall off. So you definitely don't want to paint a part to come off. So what I've done here is I bought this flat rack, or flat sheet metal here, and I've cut these off. Those are approximately 5 inches. These are 6 inches. I'll grind a little area there. I use a bolt, small bolt and washer. So because the hole on here is quite big, and I'll go ahead and put this on, and then I will bolt this on. Now once I get this bolted on, what I'll do is tack weld these. I didn't used to tack weld them, but after a while they do come loose. So it's probably a good idea just to throw a little tack weld on there. And I'm going to do both sides. As you can see, I ground off that area there. And also what I do, I'll take a grinder, a mini grinder, and grind these corners so they aren't as sharp, because eventually those will go through your AC tubing, which is what I use to wrap these up with. So basically just open this up at the split, put it on there. I always overhang probably about a 1/2 inch or so, and then I wrap it with duct tape or regular tape, whatever you have. So I'm going to order a few more racks, and what I'm going to do is update my saddlebag holder. So what I'm going to do, these are about 17 inches long. Angle, you don't want to use the flat sheet metal for this. I'm going to just bolt this on, get them level, as far as even, I should say, on both sides. And then I'll tack weld these on too. So I had another version where it was flat, but I found that what happens is it's very hard to do the back of the saddlebags. So I'll just angle it ever so slightly. Gives me a better view and better point of spraying the saddlebags. So what I've done before too is, once these are on here, if you're out of saddlebag, let's say you're doing 4 saddlebags and you only have 2 saddlebag racks, what I'll do is the end that's open here, I'll angle the saddlebag on, and the bottom lip will be touching right here. So actually the saddlebag is kind of angled about like this, hanging off the rack. So that also works. That's how I've been doing them lately. And if I really want to slick it out, what I'll do is take it off that way, and then I'll put it on my flat rack, and it just flows out on the face side of the saddlebag. So these have been working out real good. I've been doing the same process for about 20 years. It's just time to update some of my racks and get some new racks. They'll be building a semi downdraft pretty soon here. New compressor, new everything. I sold my old toolbox. Got me a US General, which is an awesome toolbox. Really nice, heavy duty. Already has aligners in it. 22 inches deep, I believe, just for the top box. Awesome box. So Harbor Freight is where I got it from. I think I paid like $1,000, something like that. So this is the table that we've used for probably 20 plus years and taken many pictures. My wife usually handled all that. So I changed the casters on it because they were completely worn out. So all the rubber was gone. It was not good. So anyway, I wanted to show you these parts racks. So you can go on Amazon and look for them, but try to get the welded ones if you can. You may pay a little more shipping because of course the feet will be on there. They also have this orange corner on some of these. I think that's to balance it, to make it so it doesn't rock, because this one is very sturdy. So I know the higher priced ones will have that. So try to blow up the picture on Amazon and see if it has welded legs or it has the bolt-on legs. Again, if you have the bolt-on legs, go ahead and tack weld them on and you should be fine. So they come in a smaller box. They work out great. All you do is pop off this roller. Once you get it, grind those ends, cut your pieces of metal here, bolt them on, and then do a little grinding on the corners. Make sure they're nice and round. Wrap your foam around there, and you're good to go. I had a how-to on this way back when, probably 2002, 2003, and I figured I'd do a video for you guys. So I know I've had quite a few requests on how I do my parts racks and what works best. Now, as far as a tank, what you can do is take that same flat sheet metal, try to get a heavier gauge, and you can just kind of bring this up, over, and then back down, and that's good enough for a soft tail tank or you know, a dresser tank, something like that. So that works out good too. I think I have like 3 of those. Works out real nice. You know, you can use them for a variety of things. You can make it so I got some that are for smaller fenders. So I got little poles hanging off of them where they go through the holes for like the old soft tail. And then they Sportster, and also they had the deuce where the 2 holes were close together, but they were you know, upright. They were north and south. So, and that worked out good too. So, and also I made it so it could flip up, so you could do the underside of the fender too. So I'll walk over here and show you real quick. So these are my older racks. There's the Saddlebag rack that I used to use. I tried to clean it. As you can see, there's probably 15-20 years of buildup. Tank rack. Here's how I do my flip up. This would be like for a deuce. So this folds down, just tighten these. They were coming loose. Another tank rack, just a variety. Another one. And there's one for the side-by-side that flips. It's real nice too, because when you do the underside, you just leave it standing up if you wanted to. So these work out great though. So I'll probably end up with about 15 of these, enough for a bagger and maybe a couple extra parts, whatever. So you can see through the years, I've knocked off most of the buildup. And here's one with quite a bit buildup. This is a tank one, so when you're spraying up, of course it builds up on the neck there. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to me. I don't have as many videos going right now. Changes in my life right now with Jody. And stay tuned. I appreciate y'all.